Hello everyone, and welcome to English Whispers. This is the podcast where you learn real English spoken slowly and clearly, so you can listen, shadow, and speak with confidence. I'm Zoya, your host. Today's episode is a calm and gentle English story called A Journey to the Village. If you're learning English and want to improve your listening, pronunciation, and speaking, this story is perfect for you. You can listen, pause, and repeat after me. And if you want to practice more after the episode, you can download a free PDF guide. Inside you will find comprehension questions, a short grammar and vocabulary quiz, and a reflection prompt to write your own ideas in English. The link is in the description below. Now, take a deep breath. Imagine a new world. The air is clean. You hear birds, not traffic. The sky is wide and soft. The sun is warm on your face. You are far from the busy city. There is only silence, fields, and fresh air. In today's story, I will take you on a short trip to the village, where life is simple and nature makes us feel alive again. Don't worry, I will explain new words as we go. Are you ready? Let's begin. 2 weeks ago, I felt like I had no energy left. Not because of running or exercise, but inside. In English, we say, I hit a wall. This means you feel you cannot continue anymore. Your mind and body both say, stop. That's how I felt. I was tired. Not only tired in my body, but tired of everything. The noise, the screens, the rushing. Even my favorite music sounded too loud. I couldn't sleep. Every day felt the same. One evening, I met my friend Sarah for tea. She looked different, peaceful, light, calm. I asked, what happened? You look so relaxed. She smiled and said, I went away to the village for 2 days. Just 2 days, but it changed something in me. I laughed. The village? That's only cows and fields. But she shook her head. No. It's space. It's silence. It's what your heart is asking for. Her words stayed with me. That night, I lay in bed scrolling my phone, but nothing was interesting. My head felt heavy. My heart felt tired. So the next morning, I booked a small guest house in the village. Just for 2 nights. I wasn't excited, I was still tired. But something inside me whispered, try this. I took the train that afternoon. I packed a book, some snacks, and music. But I didn't use any of them. I just looked outside. At first, I saw only buildings, traffic, and gray streets. But slowly, the view changed. The houses became small. The cars disappeared. The city faded away. And in its place, fields, trees, and quiet roads. After 2 hours, the train stopped at a small village station. Station means the place where trains stop. There were no crowds, no taxis, no horns. Only fresh air and silence. I walked with my suitcase down a narrow path. The only sounds were birds singing and the wheels of my bag. I passed wooden houses, tall green trees, and a goat eating grass near a fence. After 10 minutes, I found the guest house my friend had suggested. It was small, white, and had flowers on the windows. A sign outside said, welcome. Slow down. It made me smile. The owner, a kind woman with gray hair, came outside. You must be Zoya, she said softly. She showed me my room. There was a warm bed, a wooden window, and stone walls. No TV. No noise. Just space and quiet. I put my phone away and stepped outside to sit on the porch. A porch is a small open area in front of a house. The air smelled fresh like grass and leaves. For the first time in weeks, I felt free. No messages, no rush, just silence. The next morning, I didn't wake up to my phone. I woke up to a rooster. A rooster is a farm bird that sings loudly at sunrise. It was funny, but also beautiful. I smiled and stretched. I felt rested for the first time in months. I walked outside barefoot. Barefoot means no shoes or socks. The grass was wet with dew. Dew is little drops of water on plants in the morning. It sparkled in the sunlight like tiny diamonds. Behind the house, there was a dirt path. Not a road with cars, just soft ground with leaves. I followed the path. On both sides were meadows. A meadow is a wide, open grassy field. Wild flowers grew everywhere. The wind moved gently through the tall grass. Cows were eating slowly. This is called grazing, when animals eat grass calmly. I stood there, feeling small but free. No rush. Just peace. Further down the path, I saw a farmer. He was picking strawberries and putting them in a basket. The air smelled like earth, warm and fresh. He smiled and said, "Would you like to try one?" I did. It was sweet, juicy, and warm from the sun. We talked for a moment. His name was Jacob. He said, "People come here to breathe, and to remember quiet." I thanked him and walked on. Birds sang above me. Leaves made a crunch under my shoes. Crunch is the dry sound when you step on leaves. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. I whispered, "Time is slower here." When I returned to the guest house, I smelled fresh food. The owner, whose name was Maria, greeted me with a smile. "Come inside, you must be hungry," she said. On the table was warm bread, homemade jam, and soft butter. There was also fresh milk from her farm and a pot of herbal tea. She asked, "Milk or tea?" I smiled and said, "Both, please." Everything tasted simple and natural. It felt like love. After breakfast, I wandered through the village. To wander means to walk with no plan. Children were playing. A farmer rode past on his bicycle. People moved slowly, with no hurry. By evening, I was back on the porch. The sky turned golden. Birds sang softly. Cows walked through the fields. And I just sat there, breathing. That night, I slept deeply, without worry. The next morning, Maria gave me a small package for my journey. Inside were bread, jam, and a note. "Take your time. The city can wait." At the station, the field slowly turned back into buildings. The quiet faded into noise. But something inside me had changed. Back in the city, life was fast again. But now I carried something with me, the memory of stillness. The countryside had taught me, peace is not far away. It is already inside us. So, if you are listening now, in a train, at work, or while scrolling on your phone, remember this. Your mind needs rest. Your body needs soft moments. Your heart needs space. Even if you can't visit a village, you can make your own peace. Step outside. Look at the sky. Put down your phone. Breathe. Because sometimes peace is not something we find. It is something we remember. Thank you for joining me today on English Whispers. If you want to keep learning English with stories like this, check the next video. And remember, every step in English is also a step in life.